welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a really simple, fast, and easy mini flower. These flowers come in handy to use as appliques or to crochet up into some fun floral garlands. I just made a whole bunch recently if you've been watching my channel, and I thought I would hop on here really quick and show you the actual flower pattern. You can make these flowers out of any yarn with any hook size that you want. These are just made with a 4-weight acrylic yarn using a 3.5mm crochet hook. Really simple to do, just takes a couple of minutes, and you can really build up your stash of mini flowers rather quickly. So grab your yarn, grab a hook, and I will show you how to crochet this mini flower. For this tutorial, I am just using some acrylic yarn. I've got some yellow here and some blue, and because I want my flowers to all be a little bit on the small side, I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook, but you can size up your flowers or size them down if you want even smaller flowers, so you can use whatever hook you want, whatever yarn you want. This is perfectly customizable to your wants and needs. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to be using regular acrylic yarn and this 3.5mm crochet hook. We're going to start with a magic ring. You can work your magic ring any way that you like. If you are not a fan of the magic ring, then you can work a chain 3 or 4 and slip stitch into that first chain to create your ring. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 to secure that ring, and we're going to work 10 single crochets into that ring. So that chain 1 at the beginning does not count as a stitch. We want 10 single crochets into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to pull this closed and join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and I can fasten off my yellow. Grabbing the petal color, so for me this is blue, just start with a slip knot on your hook, and you can join in any single crochet that you want. So I'm going to pull my yarn through, and you can either do a slip stitch or you can just start with a single crochet join, which is what I'm going to do, and that will count as my first single crochet of the round. If you join with a slip stitch, you're just going to have to work a single crochet right back into that same stitch. To continue, we want a half double crochet in the same stitch, a double crochet in the same stitch, and we're working our first petal. So there's going to be a lot of stitches in this one stitch. A treble, so yarn over twice for a treble, and then back through 2, back through 2, back through 2. Still working in that same stitch, we want to work another double and a half double crochet. And that's our first petal. We're going to kind of move that to the side. Into the very next stitch, I'm going to work in the back loop. So you can see on the stitch it has a front loop, which is facing you, and a back loop, which is by your back fingers. I'm going to work in only that back loop, and I'm just going to slip stitch. And by working in the back loop, I'm just kind of keeping that color, that blue color, on the back side, so we still get a nice center of the flower showing. Into the next stitch, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work a petal, so a single crochet, all in the same stitch, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, and a half double crochet. And then into the next stitch in the back loop, just a slip stitch, And then into the next stitch, we're going to work another petal. So you should have a total of 5 petals. I'm going to keep working this pattern all the way around, and I'll meet you right back here. Once you've worked all of your petals, you're going to have this kind of odd space. If you started where I started, where there's your ending stitch, it's going to be very hard to work in the back loop right there. So for this last one, I'll just work in the next stitch. If I can find the back loop, I'll work in the back loop. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to join to that first single crochet with another slip stitch. And we've got our petal. I'm going to fasten off. So it's a really easy one round of petals after you do the center, and you've got such a cute little flower. The biggest time eater for this little flower is weaving in all of those ends, but if you're using this as an applique or even in a garland, you can tie some of these ends together, weave them in very quickly, because they're not going to be getting a lot of use with somebody's hands. And if you're using them as an applique, sometimes having these ends is nice, so you can sew them to the fabric that you want to. So very quick, easy little mini flower. I just love these. I work these up so fast. It's a nice kind of mindless project, and before you know it, you'll have a bunch of these little flowers laying around ready to be strung up into a garland or put on baskets, hats, blankets, any fun spring, summer project that you have going. I hope you enjoyed this quick flower tutorial. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.